And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down and 10.
Back to throw. Archer.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll run on first down. Terry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Archer to throw on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Archer. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Jones now in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Archer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned,
other team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
60 Vikings, 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels, 18 Pioneers.
Now Archer on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Mustang 19, Buffalo 18.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We're scoreless after 1. Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Terry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
This well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. Those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Hey. Tiger Hornet.
Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the...
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Bengals 10, Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing is Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
60
Looking to throw. Archer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Terry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Terry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, it's Terry. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. It's Terry. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Terry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hurry, go.
On second down, it's Terry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and well supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion left is Higgins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll...
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively. To force incompletion.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Tiger swamp.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, Oh, it's a great chance. It can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Once again, it's Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt big, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Archer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 34.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here.
That is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run right here with Swift. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Now is 2nd and 10. Motion left, Smith. On 2nd down, Swift.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
37 yards.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
Now a give right side. It's Terry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Let's go now.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Archer.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball, but that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run forward, Penny. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down now, it's Terry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Archer able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. Archer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Archer. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is Swift on the counter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 27 yards.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terry.
And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.